Good morning, student. Welcome to the class. So, student, today we'll discuss about the traversing a dictionary. Traversal of collection means accessing and processing each element of it. Thus, traversing a dictionary also means the same the loop the for the tool for it. So that is the Python loop. The for loop makes it easy to traverse or loop over the items in a dictionary as per following syntax is given here for loop. If you want to access the dictionary from with the help of this, for if you are giving the item and then in dictionary process item here, so the loop variable item will be assigned the keys of dictionary one by one, just like they are assigned indexes of a string and list while traversing them, which you can use inside the body of the for loop. So if you want to access the dictionary keys one by one, so you have to uh, put this dictionary you have to call this dictionary with the help of for loop, and then it will show one by one. With the help of this loop all the text will display. So here the loop variable items also be assigned dictionary one by one. Here it is given. So dictionary, suppose we are taking the dictionary name d1 is defined in the three keys: a number and string and tuple of integers. So d1 equal to curly bracket 5 colon number, a colon string, and 1 comma 2 colon tuple. So this one is the text and this one is the value, means 5 is the text and number is the value here. So if you are means recall the break of statement expression multiple lines if you are using. So we are marking as they are slash we are writing here at the end of the line. Then for key in d1, print key d1 key, it means that the above loop will produce the output shown here. Shown here means it will display the same d1 key if you are calling. So a string, a string, then one or two tuple and five number, it will show here like this the value. Then how it works, see from here at the bottom. The loop variable key in above loop will be assigned as key for dictionary d1 at one at the time. So the dictionary element are unordered. The order of assignment of keys may be different from what you stored. So using the loop variable which has been assigned the key at a time, the corresponding value is printed along with the key inside the looping body using through a statement. So like this dictionary is not arranged in the arrange means not in the store in the store in the on order way. It elements are in on order way. So while if you are giving the key at a time key number, so corresponding value will be printed here with the help of this body loop. So print key d1 key if you are writing, so here it will access the value from dictionary d1 for given key as per the output loop variable. Key will assign A at the first iteration and hence the key A, its value string will be printed in second iteration. So key will get element 1 or 2 and the value of tuple will be printed as with it and so on. So that it can traversing all the collections similarly, and then it will the for loop will hold the index and keys and print the corresponding loop body. So it is given here the program. What, write a program to create phone dictionary of your friends, then print it. So here phone dictionary is the dictionary name and then key and value we are writing here. Madhav, Steven, Dilpreet, Rabia, Murgun, Sapri, like this the friend name is there. So for that, for name in phone dictionary, print name and then phone dictionary name. So name means all the names it will call one by one. So here the output shown here the Rubia, all the keys are there here and with the value, with the value or with the phone numbers. As you make out the output that the loop variable name got assigned the keys of dictionaries, phone dictionary one at a time. For the first iteration it goes the Rabia, for the second iteration is go to Murgun. So it is means it will not go at the sequence wise. So dictionary since the dictionary are unordered of set of elements, so it will print not in the same order, it will store according to that it will be printing. So next topic, accessing keys and values simultaneously. To see the keys dictionary in one go, you may write this dictionary dot key function to see all the values in one go. Means all the values you are giving, and if you want to see all the keys you are giving here, and if you want to see the value in one go, so you are how to write me here. Means dictionary D, for the same dictionary D we are using here. So dictionary D dot keys function means the in that keys function dictionary keys all the vowels 15, vowel 14, vowel 13 it is given here, and already we had the stored the value of this. So at the last it will show the value in a single line include. Then as you see that the key function is written, all the keys defined in the dictionary in the form of sequence. So if you want to call the all this in the sequence form, so you have to call the values. So it is all in the value form. So first we are calling the dictionary dot keys. Dictionary D name is given as a dot key function we are calling here. And then what you want to print, just print the values of that particular keys we had called. Like this we are calling the key and value simultaneously. Then characteristics of dictionary. Dictionaries like a list are mutable, and that is only the similarly that they have with list. Otherwise dictionaries are different type of data structures with following characteristics. Unordered set. The dictionary is unordered set of key value pair. Dictionary is unordered set of keys value pair. Its value can contain reference of any type of objects. Then it is not in sequence. These are the it is not in sequence also. Then index a keys not number, so we have to index the keys only, not the numbers we are indexing. Then key must be unique, so if you are giving any key number, so key must be unique. So because it stored in dictionary and with different values, so you have to give a unique name of key. Then mutable means like list dictionary are also mutable. We can change the value of certain key in place. If you want to change the key value, so you are changing means give the dictionary and then give the name of key. After that if you want to change the value, then you can change. You can change. It is example is given here. Dictionary 1 3 value is given here. So value of a string as a key. Dictionary 1 change to change the new string. Then 3 will be displaying here. So like this if you want to change it. Then internally stored as mapping. Internally stored as mapping means the key value pairs of a dictionary are associated with one another with same internal functions. This way the linking is called a mapping. Mapping means this way the values is stored here. So key value 1 is given, but the same place it is not there, some another place it will be there. So it is given here the working with dictionary. This will discuss in the next class. So here go through the topic, and if you are having any doubt then ask, because here some programs is also given. So if you are start writing the program, start doing the practice program, so you can do one by one all the programs and then do practice. And if you are having any doubt then ask me, because this time only the lecture is going on, so you are not able to write how to write the program. So it is not easy for you to write the program, and if you are getting the error also, it is not easy to find out the sort out the error. And the next class we discuss the next topic. So go through this, and the you are not having the post midterm now with your juniors. So that your timetable will be from I think from January. So very soon we will be completing our notes also. Then after that I will show means after that I will give some program questions to you, then do the practice of your program questions. So next class we'll discuss working with dictionaries. Thank you.